Have you ever wondered why simple tasks like picking up a bag of groceries or getting out of a chair seem to get a little harder as you get older? Or maybe you've noticed that you bruise more easily or feel a bit more unsteady on your feet. If so, you're not alone. Many seniors experience these issues, and often it's related to weakening bones. But what if I told you there's one vitamin that most seniors are missing, and it's playing a huge role in how strong your bones stay? In this video, we're going to uncover that mystery vitamin, learn why it's so important, and discover how you can start taking steps to protect your bones today. So let's get started. And if you find this information helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Senior Health Zone, and share it with your friends and family. As we age, our bones go through some natural changes. Think of your bones as a living, constantly changing part of your body, like a building that's always being renovated. When you're younger, your body breaks down old bone tissue and builds new, stronger bone at a pretty fast pace. But after the age of 60, things start to slow down. The process of building new bone tissue becomes less efficient while the breakdown of old bone continues. It's like having a leaky bucket where more water is flowing out than you can pour in. Some common signs of declining bone strength include feeling more tired than usual when doing physical activities, having pain in your joints or bones, especially in your back, hips, or knees. You might also notice that you're getting shorter over time. That's because when your bones lose density, the vertebrae in your spine can start to compress. Now, it's important to know the difference between normal aging and a nutritional deficiency. A certain amount of bone loss is normal as we get older. But if you're experiencing severe pain, having frequent fractures from minor falls, or noticing rapid changes in your bone health, it might be a sign that you're lacking important nutrients. That's where understanding the role of vitamins comes in. Importance of vitamins for bone strength. Nutrition is like the building blocks for your bones. Just as a house needs strong materials to stand tall, your bones need the right vitamins and minerals to stay healthy and strong. There are several key nutrients that play a crucial role in bone maintenance. Calcium is probably the most well known. It's like the main ingredient in the cement that holds your bones together. Your body uses calcium to build and maintain bone mass. Vitamin D is often called the key that helps your body absorb calcium. Without enough vitamin D, even if you're getting plenty of calcium in your diet, your body can't use it effectively. Magnesium works behind the scenes to help your body regulate calcium levels. And then there's vitamin K2, which we'll talk about in more detail. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing these important vitamins and minerals. Our digestive systems don't work as well as they used to, and certain medications we might be taking can also interfere with absorption. The one missing vitamin. The vitamin that many seniors are lacking is vitamin K2. You might not have heard as much about it compared to calcium or vitamin D, but it's just as important, if not more so, when it comes to bone health. Vitamin K2 has a very special job. It's like a traffic cop for calcium in your body. Calcium is needed in your bones, but if it ends up in the wrong places, like in your arteries, it can cause problems. Vitamin K2 makes sure that the calcium gets transported to your bones where it's needed most and keeps it out of places where it can do harm, like clogging up your arteries. When your body doesn't get enough vitamin K2, your bones can't properly use the calcium you consume. This leads to bones that are more fragile, heal more slowly when you have an injury, and are at a higher risk of fractures. Even a small fall or bump can result in a broken bone if your bones are lacking in vitamin K2. Why this deficiency is so common in seniors. There are several reasons why vitamin K2 deficiency is so common among seniors. As we age, our diets often change. We might start eating less of the foods that are rich in vitamin K2, like fermented foods, because they don't appeal to our taste buds as much or because they seem too difficult to prepare. Many seniors are also taking medications for various health conditions. Some of these medications, like antibiotics or blood thinners, can interfere with the absorption of vitamin K2 in the body. Our gut health also changes as we get older. The friendly bacteria in our gut that help us absorb nutrients, including vitamin K2, might not be as abundant or as active. And modern diets, which are often high in processed foods and low in natural, whole foods, simply don't provide enough vitamin K2. Fermented foods, which are a great source of this vitamin, are just not as common in the typical senior's diet as they should be. Scientific evidence behind the vitamin. Several studies have shown the importance of vitamin K2 for bone health. For example, some research has found that people who have an adequate intake of vitamin K2 have a lower risk of developing osteoporosis, a condition where bones become weak and brittle. In one study, older adults who took vitamin K2 supplements, along with calcium and vitamin D, had less bone loss over time compared to those who only took calcium and vitamin D. Another study showed that vitamin K2 can help reduce the calcification of arteries. Remember, when calcium ends up in your arteries instead of your bones, it can lead to heart problems. So, by keeping calcium in your bones, vitamin K2 is not only protecting your skeletal health, but also your heart health. How to know if you're deficient. There are some signs and symptoms that can indicate a vitamin K2 deficiency. If you're experiencing frequent fractures, even from minor falls, or if your bones seem to break more easily than they used to, it could be a sign. Slow, healing bone injuries are another red flag. You might also notice unusual bleeding, like easy bruising or bleeding gums, because vitamin K2 also plays a role in blood clotting. If you suspect you might be deficient, it's important to talk to your doctor. Ask them about your bone health and if they think a vitamin K2 deficiency could be a factor. Your doctor can order tests to check your bone density, like a DEXA scan, and also test your blood levels of vitamin K2 and other related nutrients. How to get enough of this vitamin. The good news is there are plenty of ways to get more vitamin K2 in your diet. Natural food sources include natto, which is a traditional Japanese fermented soy food. It has a unique texture and taste, but if you can get used to it, it's one of the best sources of vitamin K2. Egg yolks, liver, and hard cheeses like Gouda and Parmesan are also great sources. If you can't get enough vitamin K2 from your diet, supplements can be a good option. When choosing a vitamin K2 supplement, look for one that contains the MK7 form. This form stays in your body longer and is more easily absorbed. The typical recommended dosage is around 100 to 200 micrograms per day, but your doctor can give you more specific advice based on your individual needs. You might be wondering if you can take vitamin K2 along with calcium and D3. The answer is yes, and in fact, it's a great idea. Vitamin K2 works together with calcium and D3 to make sure the calcium gets to your bones. Calcium provides the building blocks, D3 helps your body absorb the calcium, and K2 makes sure it goes to the right place. Daily bone strengthening routine. In the morning, you can start your day with a bone, healthy drink or meal. For example, you could have a cup of green tea, which contains small amounts of vitamin K, along with a hard, boiled egg, a great source of vitamin K2. You can also make a smoothie with spinach, a good source of vitamin K, and a scoop of yogurt, which can also contain some vitamin K2. Gentle exercises are also important for bone strength. Simple activities like walking, tai chi, or yoga can help stimulate bone growth. When you move, your bones get a signal to become stronger. Just 30 minutes of walking a day, a few times a week, can make a big difference. Lifestyle tips are also crucial. Getting enough sunlight is important because it helps your body produce vitamin D. Make sure to get outside for at least 15 to 20 minutes a day, especially in the morning or late afternoon when the sun is not too strong. Good posture helps keep your bones in the right alignment, reducing the risk of fractures. And don't forget to stay hydrated. Drinking enough water helps your body transport nutrients, including those important for bone health, to where they're needed. What not to do. There are some common mistakes that seniors make when it comes to bone health. Avoiding dairy products completely can be a problem, especially if you're not getting enough calcium from other sources. While dairy isn't the only source of calcium, it's a convenient and reliable one. Excessive alcohol consumption and smoking are also bad for your bones. Alcohol can interfere with the absorption of important nutrients, and smoking can reduce blood flow to your bones, making them weaker. Certain foods can also worsen bone health. Foods high in salt can cause your body to lose calcium. And soft drinks, especially those with phosphoric acid, can disrupt the balance of calcium and other minerals in your body. If you notice severe pain, sudden changes in your mobility, or more frequent fractures, don't ignore these warning signs. Act quickly and talk to your doctor. Real life success story or case study. Let's take the example of Mrs. Johnson, a 72-year-old woman. She was always an active person, but over the years, she started to notice that she was getting more tired easily, and her back often ached. A routine check revealed that she had low bone density, and her doctor suspected a vitamin K2 deficiency. Mrs. Johnson decided to make some changes. She started adding natto to her diet a few times a week, which she initially found a bit strange, but soon got used to. She also began taking a vitamin K2 supplement as recommended by her doctor. Along with that, she started going for a 20-minute walk every morning and doing some simple stretching exercises. After 6 months, Mrs. Johnson went for another bone density test. To her delight, her bone density had improved significantly. Her back pain was much less, and she felt more energetic and confident. She was able to get back to doing the things she loved, like gardening and visiting with friends, without the fear of hurting her bones. In summary, as we age, our bones need extra care, and vitamin K2 is a crucial part of that care. Remember, vitamin K2 is like a traffic cop for calcium, making sure it goes to your bones and not to your arteries. Deficiency in this vitamin is common among seniors due to diet changes, medication interactions, and gut health issues. There are many natural food sources of vitamin K2, and supplements can be a great addition if needed. Combine it with calcium and D3 for maximum benefit. Along with getting enough of this important vitamin, a daily routine of gentle exercise, sunlight, good posture, and proper hydration can go a long way in strengthening your bones. And avoid common mistakes like excessive alcohol, smoking, and a high salt diet. You have the power to take control of your bone health. It's never too late to start making these changes. I hope this video has given you valuable information about how to protect your bones. If you found it helpful, please give it a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to Senior Health Zone. We have more great content on senior health coming your way. Before you start taking any new supplements, I strongly encourage you to consult your healthcare provider. They can give you personalized advice based on your individual health needs. Remember, you can take control of your bone health, and we're here to support you every step of the way.